Thank you for visiting our channel. Please like, share and subscribe for more exciting food videos. Stay tuned for more. Happy baking! Baking techniques for perfect focaccia. Now for the magic. Turning that puffy dough into golden, fragrant bread. Preheat the oven. Crank it to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. For an extra crispy bottom, place a baking stone or steel on the middle rack while heating. Top generously. Drizzle olive oil over the dough, then sprinkle salt and herbs. Press rosemary or thyme lightly so they don't burn. Bake until golden. 20 to 25 minutes should do it. The crust should be crisp, and the bottom sound hollow when tapped. Pro tips. Rotate the pan halfway for even browning. Brushing with more oil right after baking adds shine and flavor. Let it cool for a few minutes before slicing. This keeps the crumb intact. Underbaked focaccia? The center will feel doughy. Overbaked? The crust turns too hard. Trust your eyes and nose. Golden brown and smelling irresistible means it's done. Now you're ready to bake focaccia like a pro. The hardest part? Waiting for it to cool before tearing in. Creative variations of focaccia. Focaccia's blank canvas makes it perfect for experimentation. While the classic olive oil and rosemary version is timeless, there's no reason to stop there. Sweet, savory, or infused with bold flavors, this bread adapts to any craving. Sweet focaccia, a dessert twist. Who says focaccia can't be dessert? Sweet versions swap savory herbs for honey, fruit, and warm spices, turning the bread into something unexpectedly delightful. Toppings that shine. Honey and figs. Drizzle warm honey over freshly baked focaccia and top with ripe figs. A sprinkle of flaky salt balances the sweetness. Citrus zest. Fold lemon or orange zest into the dough before baking, then finish with a powdered sugar dusting for a bright, fragrant treat. Cinnamon sugar. Brush melted butter over the baked bread and press a mix of cinnamon and sugar into the dimples before serving. Serve sweet focaccia warm with whipped mascarpone, fresh berries, or a scoop of vanilla gelato. It's like a cross between bread pudding and cake, ideal for brunch or an afternoon pick-me-up. Pairing focaccia with other foods. Focaccia's rich olive oil flavor and soft texture make it a perfect match for countless dishes. Whether you're serving it as an appetizer, pairing it with the main course, or using it as part of a meal, this bread elevates every bite. Here's how to make the most of its versatility. Soups and salads. There's nothing better than tearing off a piece of warm focaccia to dip into a creamy soup or to scoop up the last bits of a fresh salad. Hearty soups. Pair with minestrone, tomato basil, or lentil soup. The bread soaks up the broth while adding its own herbal notes. Creamy dips. Serve alongside hummus, baba ganoush, or whipped ricotta for an easy appetizer. Bright salads. Focaccia balances tangy salads like caprese or arugula with lemon vinaigrette. The olive oil in the bread complements the dressing. For a quick lunch, toast leftover focaccia and rub it with garlic before adding it to a panzanella salad. Cheeses and charcuterie. Focaccia belongs on any antipasto platter. Its mild flavor lets cheeses and cured meats shine. Soft cheeses. Spread fresh ricotta, burrata, or goat cheese on a slice. Drizzle with honey for a sweet savory bite. Aged cheeses. Sharp pecorino or parmesan shavings contrast beautifully with the bread's tenderness. Cured meats. Layer prosciutto, salami, or soprasotto on focaccia for a simple sandwich. Arrange slices on a board with olives, marinated artichokes, and sun-dried tomatoes. The bread ties everything together. Sandwiches and paninis. Skip basic sandwich bread. Focaccia holds up to hefty fillings without falling apart. Classic Italian. Fill with mozzarella, roasted peppers, and basil for a caprese-inspired panini. Hearty options: stacked roasted turkey, avocado, and arugula for a lunchbox favorite. Vegetarian twist: grill eggplant, zucchini, and pesto between 2 slices for a meatless meal. Press the sandwich in a panini maker or grill it in a skillet for extra crispiness. Wine and beverage pairings: focaccia's olive oil and salt pair well with drinks that balance richness and acidity. Wines: a crisp Pinot Grigio or light Chianti complements the bread's herbal notes. Aperitivos: serve with an Aperol spritz or a chilled glass of Prosecco. Non-alcoholic: try sparkling water with lemon or iced herbal tea for a refreshing contrast. The right drink turns focaccia from a side dish into the star of the table. Whether you're serving it solo or as part of a meal, focaccia makes every dish better. Its adaptability means you'll never run out of delicious ways to enjoy it. Focaccia proves that the best foods are often the simplest. With just flour, water, yeast, and olive oil, it turns into something extraordinary, crisp on the outside, tender inside, and full of flavor. Its versatility shines through countless variations, from rosemary and sea salt to sweet honey drizzled versions. This bread isn't just a staple in Italy. It's loved worldwide because it's easy to make, hard to ruin, and always satisfying. Grab a baking sheet and try it tonight. Top it with your favorite herbs, cheese, or even fruit. Once you taste homemade focaccia, you'll wonder why you waited so long. What will you add to yours? Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe.